What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is Andre, TaylorMade Global, your number one small business solutions provider in the world. I am so excited because I have an opportunity to support yet another small business owner, entrepreneur, uh, industry creator, wealth builder, so many titles that we wear. None other than Mr. Anthony Rice himself. Anthony, what is going on?
Hey, I'm glad to be here, Andre. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Listen, I am so excited that you are able to take out time of your busy schedule to just share with us what it is that you do, what you're about, and things like that. So I will not be before you long. I just had a few quick questions, if we could, and I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. Is that cool?
Sounds good.
Awesome, awesome. So the first question that I have, and I think a lot of people have that are watching this or will watch this, is who are you? Like, where do you come from? Tell us a little bit about yourself so we can become more familiar.
All right. Well, I'm Anthony Rice, the CEO of Anthony Financial IQ Rice. And my goal, what I do, I show people to invest in the stock market. I take people from beginners and transform them into intermediate and advanced investors. I do this by way of I teach them fundamental analysis. So I teach them how to analyze companies' financial records to determine if a stock is good, great, or bad. And then once you do this, you can choose quality stocks that hopefully will give you good gains, which basically means they'll make your money grow. I also teach them trading. That's where you can profit from a stock's price increase movements in a relatively short amount of time. This can be minutes because you can do a trade in 1 minute. But sometimes it could take an hour or hours or a few days. When we
Okay.
think of the stock market, we think of traditionally buying a stock and holding it or not selling it for years, like 5 to 30 years. But you can make money off of a stock in a short amount of time.
Absolutely. So, can I ask, how long have you been doing this for?
I've been in business for about 5 years, but I've been
Okay.
investing since about 2011.
Okay. So, what is it that has you drawn to this line of work?
Well, one thing that I really wanted to do was once I saw the power of investing in the stock market, how you can make money, I wanted to share the information with my community. So a large portion of my customer base is the African American or market or people of color demographic. But of course, I work with people from anywhere, all over the world. But that's what got me into doing it, wanting to give back to my community.
Absolutely. So, I'm just curious, did you notice any disparity among people of color as far as it relates to investing in stocks?
Yes, it seems like people of color, you know, many people aren't taught these things in school or their families, don't discuss these matters. Um, so that's what I'm seeing. But, you know, um, the way I explain the information and teach the information is easy to learn, and people are picking it up pretty quickly. They're learning the information at a fast rate, and they're obtaining a significant amount of success.
Anthony, I think that's awesome because I'm a personal believer in investing and investments, especially the compound interest part of it,
Yes.
um,
Hmm.
which is what I think Albert Einstein was quoted saying compound interest is like the greatest force in the universe.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
memory serves me, it's like a
Yep.
miraculous thing that happens when you invest. And I know it sounds like you're talking on both sides of the spectrum. You're saying, hey, there is the slower or kind of the long term investment approach, but you're
Hmm.
saying you're well versed and knowledgeable in the short term investments as well, which is
Yes.
essentially like a faster turnaround, correct?
Yes, because I teach the long and short term. Because ideally, you want to hold a stock, until you retire. Um, The objectives that each person has is different because people have different income streams and different net worth. But ideally, you want to buy a stock, and if it's a great stock, you can hold it um, for years or up until retirement. But retirement is different for everyone because if you have millions or billions in your bank account, retirement is different than someone who just has maybe $10,000 in their bank account or even less. So it depends on the income of the individual. It depends on a person's age, and these things determine your investment strategies.
Absolutely. So you kind of answered my second question, so I appreciate that, which is what do you do? So that's why I'm just asking some other questions to kind of go in a
Oh, no
little bit
problem.
deeper. But the other thing I wanted to know is kind of like my final question, but you have the wheels turning, honestly, I will admit. I want to ask you a lot more questions than what we planned for. So I'm curious to know, well, my final question is, how does somebody find you, or how does somebody get a hold to you if they're saying, hey, I'm interested in what it is that you do, I want to learn more, I want to have a conversation, maybe a cup of coffee? So that's part A of the final question. There's a part B. I'm gonna let you answer that first. So again,
Hmm.
how do people get a hold to you? Like, where are you?
Okay. Well, people can reach me at my website, anthonyfinancialiqrice.com. Again, that's anthonyfinancialiqrice.com. You can also reach me on Facebook with the same name, and also Instagram with the same name. Um, you know, I give a lot of free content. So if a person comes to my Facebook page, they'll see a lot of free content. And it's I give a lot of great value for free because a lot of times, online, people just don't trust the online personalities at first glance. You need to kind of look at their material or see them, multiple videos or things like that. So I give a lot of information like that to my to people who are interested in the stock market so that they can become, more comfortable with me. Um, but yeah, so
Absolutely.
but yeah, you can catch up with me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube with the same name, Anthony Financial IQ Rice. All right, and those are ways that I can be contacted.
Excellent, excellent. Anthony, definitely appreciate that. The part B of that question is, okay, I'm interested. I want to know more about investing, right? I want to get involved in that. I want to, take my money and see if I can, you know, double it, quadruple it, triple it, whatever it is. All right. So my question here is, I found you. Okay, here you're on Facebook or whatever. Like, what is the process? Like, once I get in touch with you, like, can you kind of walk me through the next steps?
Yeah, so people are introduced to me through several ways, but uh, one way, like if you're, I do free consultations, so you can set an appointment through my website with me, and then I'll go over the deep, your unique game plan for an individual's investing journey, because everybody's journey is different. So once a person sits down and does a free consultation with me, I can give them a game plan for their specific, investment plans.
Okay.
But
So in other words, you're saying it's tailor made
it
for
can
each
be
client.
yes, no pun intended, right?
Shame, right? Like, shameless plug. All right. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, that's okay. Um, but yeah, also with the free content I give, like the first class that I like to teach is a stock market quote class, and this is basically a class that um, shows a person how to read a stock market quote, because every stock has a stock market quote, and this basically the quote gives the stock price, it gives the name of a company that owns the stock, it gives the ticker symbol. The ticker symbol is a code or an abbreviation of a company's name, And this code is used to when you purchase or sell stock, and also just to look up information about a company's stock. So once the person takes the stock quote class, they'll learn how to they'll learn the price of the stock, the name of the stock. They'll learn the price to earning multiple of each stock, the earnings per share, different things like the 52-week range, the daily range, um, when the dividends are given out, uh,
So
the
you really
date.
go into like all the details because I'm starting to get lost already. I'm like, maybe I need to take this course based on
Yeah.
what you're sharing in this moment. So that's awesome. So you don't hold back. You really go in and you provide them the knowledge. It sounds like you empower people essentially, to help them to elevate and to have greater wealth in their lives.
Yes, yes.
I
And
love
this
that. I love that.
and definitely, and I also showed people how to analyze stock using the financial records, the income statement, the balance sheet, cash flow statement, um, and this is a free course. Those are two free courses, and there's also a free course on stock market glossary terms, and also dividends and how it affects your investment. It's just I give a lot of free content, even trading. We talked about trading earlier, how you can profit from a stock's increase in price, and you can cash in on that pretty quickly, like within minutes, up to a few days, or within a month's time.
Absolutely. Awesome. Awesome. Hey, listen, I know you're super busy, Anthony. Again, I appreciate you taking out the time, especially on a Monday, the most stressful day of the week, and during all this chaos that we're dealing with, and sharing with
Yes,
us. Yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Rice, Anthony Financial IQ Rice.com. Did I get that right?
that's it. Anthony Financial IQRice.com.
Excellent. Also find them on Facebook, Instagram. Again, it's our pleasure to support your small business, Anthony. We definitely wish you prosperity, success, peace, abounding. And again, we invite you back on if ever you wanted to come back and share with us any knowledge.
Thanks. And I want to say one more thing. I offer a lot of one-on-one complimentary training after a person purchases one of my courses, and I also give a lot of email support. So if someone emails me with questions, I'll follow up within 24 hours or less, and also a free webinar to follow up with questions and to help set up brokerage accounts and things like that.
Excellent, excellent, awesome. Anthony, again, appreciate you. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. Thank you.